Three. Hello, my nomad souls. Welcome to another episode of Wise Expats, where we learn the ins and outs of living in Hungary. Today, our guest is María del Mar.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome. And she's gonna tell us about her journey of combining family residence permit with work permit. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, Maria, what has been your journey in Hungary? How did you move here? How did you start your process?
First, I came here with a scholarship in 2021, Stipendium Hungaricum. I started my master's degree in cultural anthropology at ELTE. After I finished my degree, I was working in a company, and they did this process of work permit. But unfortunately, the company closed the project, and I was looking for some opportunities, but it was like very difficult to find another company who do this process. For that moment, I had a boyfriend, and he was Hungarian, and we were like looking for a solution. And since we were like already 1 year together, we were talking about what we can do, and we decided to get married.
Mhm.
So we got married, and I start my process with the family reunification visa.
Mhm.
It was like a lot of documents that you need for that. First, I needed my birth certificate, and with apostille,
Apostille. Mhm.
with apostille, and like a certificate that proves that you are not married in the country that you are coming from.
Mhm.
And and everything should be translated by OFI. Only OFI translated that because it's like the official translator. Um, what else? Okay, I needed a certificate and translated. And after I got these documents, I have to ask like an appointment in
Mhm.
the city hall. In that moment, we were living in the fifth district, so we went to the city hall for an appointment. I went with a translator. It was my friend. She is Hungarian, and she translated me to English because I don't know the language. And in that meeting, I gave my documents, and we have to sign like a letter, like was like an intention letter that we want to marry, and none of the parties were forced or something to marry, so that we already want to marry. And she translated everything to me, and they asked you if you want to like change your surname. I didn't, but if you wanted, you can change your surname to your Hungarian partner. And they asked to, like in the future, if you want to have a baby, which one will be the last name of the baby. Okay, after you do that, it's actually it's not that long. It's like 15 minutes. You have to wait for the approval. It was like a month, and when you get the approval, you can like marry it like the next day if you want. If there is like an appointment for the city hall to get married. We did it that way because my time was like short here. so after we get the approval, we married. It was on May. It was on Tuesday. I think we were lucky because sometimes you have to wait more. For example, if it were in summer, normally you have to wait like 3 months or something like that. Or if you want to be like on, I don't know, on Friday or on weekends, it's more complicated. For us, was on Wednesday. Was like a small a party with some of my friends and his family, and this was like the process only for the marriage. But after you married, you got the certificate, and the certificate you got it the same day. Both of you will have a certificate, and then you have to start collecting the documents to upload it to enter Hungary. So in that process, that you need the diploma, you need the certificate, you need the birth certificate too, and the certificate that you are not married in the other country. Everything translated by office. You need bank statements. If you have any property or something, you need like a certificate of ownership. The same for your partner. So bank statements of your partner, the ownership certificates, and there is like a document that your partner should sign saying that he or she, in the case it was a she, will take responsibility for you, like economically. And you need to like health insurance, private health insurance, to do that. So after you the passport, all the pages, because yes, it happens to me that I only send the pages with the seals, and they ask me again, no, it has to be all the pages, even though it doesn't have a seal, they don't care. So after and your previous residence permit, your previous residence permit, address card, I think, yes, the address card too. So yes, so you have to upload everything in Enter Hungary, and after that they will call you for doing the biometricals. And other thing is that you should be like you should check like the Enter Hungary like continuously, because sometimes they ask more documents. Even though you already sent it, because it happens to me, I was already sent any document, but they say send it again. Why? I don't know, but you have to be careful with that. Yes, I think that is like the main things for the reunification. It was like, I don't know. Okay, after the biometricals, it was like 3 months, like 3 or 2 months, I am not remember exactly, to get my residence. They send it by post to your home. And
okay, so I will go back a bit. When you got the approval from the office to get married,
yes,
did they give you a deadline that you have to make the appointment until certain months or days? Do you remember that, or you could choose any day?
no, I don't remember. But because we were like, we wanted to marry fast, because my visa was almost expired. So no, I don't remember if it was like a deadline or something. Actually, we called because we wanted to give to give us like a faster appointment. But what they say is after 30 days, only after 30 days, they will give an approval. They cannot give the approval before. Yes, but I don't know if there's like until 2 months, 3 months now. Not sure.
So you need the marriage certificate in order to start the family residence permit?
Yes.
Okay. And another thing is those who has family residence permit can actually be self-employed. You can register and invoice foreign companies, or let's say Hungarian companies. But in the case of Maria, she chose to have a, let's say, work agreement with a Hungarian company, and she's gonna change to a combined permit soon. So once you got the job offer and you signed the contract, could you please tell us how was the process for the combined work and family residence?
Okay, so first I got the interview, and I tell them about my situation, that I'm here with a family reunification visa, and they told me they can help me with this process. So that was great, because that was what I wanted. And after I passed the interview, they hire a lawyer. So the lawyer take care of all this process. And they asked me like the same documents that I needed for the family reunification, even a little bit more documents. I don't know why, but was like exactly the same documents. All my previous residence permit. They asked me if there was like once they denied me a residence permit. No, I've never been denied, so no problem with that. They asked me if I have like a child that I am responsible for. And in my case, I'm not responsible for any child. And they asked me the address before I came here to Hungary, like my address in Colombia. And the documents, but this process was like the lawyer who take care of everything. And the same, they ask about my husband's certificates of bank statements, for me too, bank statements, certificates of ownership. Yeah. But now your family residence permit validity, because I remember you got it for more years. Now it's reduced for 1 year. Yes, that was a thing. I gave all my documents to the lawyer. She told me, okay, you have the appointment to again go to the immigration office to have the biometrical and everything. And the lady who take care of my case, she told me like, I just want to tell you that now your residence permit is for 3 years, but since the the contract is for 1 year, the new residence permit is going to be for only 1 year. And she suggests me if I could talk with the company, but she should just suggest me like, if you could talk with your company so they can make the contract for 3 years at least, and so you don't have to come back and do all the process again. But yes, that was like something not that good about this combined permit. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for all your story and advices. So now for someone who is going to apply for family residence and is thinking maybe also then to find a job and have the combined permit, do you have any final advice that you can give it to them? That I mean, if you want to have this combined permit, I think you should go to have interviews, like try to find big companies, because small companies usually don't do that. So try to find jobs in big companies, multinational companies. In the interview, ask if they can help you with this process. What else? I start my process in September 29, and I'm still waiting for the for the new permit. So it will take like time. So that's another thing. It's if you need to start working like as soon as possible, maybe this is not a good way. No, try to keep all your documents, because this is really useful every time that you have to do again this process. Like it's gonna be like every year, because normally these companies give you the contract for 1 year. They will ask you again for the same documents. So try to keep all your documents in place that you know that you have it there. Yes, I think that could be like the advice. And I have just one last question. So how, for someone who doesn't speak English, how difficult it is or how easy it is to find a job in Hungary? Oh, I don't know. I think it's more difficult. Because actually my job is gonna be like the main job is gonna be in Spanish, because I'm a Spanish native speaker. But anyway, I should know English, because I have to communicate with my colleagues, and the communication, like internal communication, is in English. The training is in English too, even though my job is gonna be in Spanish. So yes, I think it could be a little bit more complicated to do it without English. Yes. Okay, I see. Okay, thank you so much for your time. This is everything for today. And if you have any comments, don't forget to write it down and click on follow and share with anyone who has or is passing the same situation and you think that this video could be helpful for them. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.